Now, if you live in Florida, you know that the United States has a ton of unincorporated communities, but Florida's unincorporated communities, they move a little different. And the amount of unincorporated communities will shock you, all right? It explains a lot. But look, don't worry, I did some digging. Let's get into it. Now, before we get too deep into this, all right, the difference between incorporated and unincorporated communities is if you're unincorporated, you don't have a local branch of government. Basically, you're doing stuff on your own. But you have to go by the laws of whatever major city you're in or county. Also, the bigger city also provides like policing and other things that the smaller unincorporated community might need but can't provide. So as I'm sitting here, doing the research on this, the unincorporated community is almost like the little brother of the bigger city. And you don't really want to take him with you nowhere because every time you do, he get into something, you got to help him out. That's what an unincorporated city is. Now, like I said, there's a ton of unincorporated communities right here in America, but a lot of them look like this. Not all of them, but a lot do, all right? And some of these other states, they got a lot of different terrain and mountainsides and, just long roads of nothing. And in the midst of all of that, there's little communities like this. And it might not be, shopping centers and a whole bunch of subdivisions, but this is a community. We gotta count this. Now, these are the mountain ranges that we have here in America, all right? And a lot of that unincorporated, property, land, communities, however you want to put it, is right along these states, all right? So a lot of these states got a lot of unincorporated land, even California over there. But Texas got their own special thing going on. Texas, they have a law, and inside of that law, they can't add any more, towns. So they can't incorporate any more cities here in Texas, which is weird. And I double checked that to see if that was true. Now, with that being said, they can't add any more incorporated towns. So the unincorporated towns are just growing. So there's somewhere between 637 unincorporated, communities and 4,000, which with all the research that I was doing, that's the most, all right? 4,000, because California got about 2,000 and something, and it's another state with around 3,000. And a lot of these, communities, not a lot of people there, but Florida's unincorporated communities, they're packed. Let me explain something to y'all. Now, I know a lot of y'all probably like, what bro talking about? But look, this is a rabbit hole. Pay attention. So Florida's unincorporated communities, sometimes the population in these communities are way higher than an actual incorporated city, which says a lot about how many people move to Florida. For example, this is Rotunda West. This is down in Punta Gorda, Florida. And yes, it's a circle. And this is a subdivision. So the population here is about 10,000 plus. And it's a community, ain't nothing but houses. But inside of this community, they have shopping, entertainment, everything you need. And there's a canal that goes all the way around this community. But a lot of the reasoning behind building all of these communities like this is because Florida is starting to run out of land, okay? Because the land that it sits on, it was all swampland. And there's a Rotunda East. They bought more land to build another one of these, but the land that one sits on, they can't get a deed for it. They can't build on it, get any permits, anything. So they had to scrap the whole thing. They bought the land back in like the 60s, right before the boom. Still can't use it. I'm going to be honest. What I'm getting at with this video, if y'all haven't picked it up yet, Florida is running out of room. Literally. In another 100 years, there will be nowhere to build. Look at this. This in Hillsborough County. By 2040, look at the amount of unincorporated land. We're not going to be able to incorporate land anymore. You guys, see what I'm saying? It's way too many people coming to Florida. I'm looking at it like this, okay? Florida knows that it's running out of, land mass. And the thing is that they're putting houses right on top of areas where they know they're going to sink. They know they're going to sink. This is one of the worst flooding areas that money can buy. Now, when it comes down to the amount of unincorporated communities that Florida holds, all right, I feel like this number needs to change because it's 666. I'm going to be honest with you. If I was working, the person that puts in the info for the state, And I had to like report it to the people who like puts it out in the media. And the number came up to 666. I would have put either 665 or 667. Somebody need to incorporate a small little community somewhere so we can change this number. Now look, I know, a lot of people be like, Florida's haunted. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got bad luck. Y'all always get hit by hurricanes. I believe it. We marked. And the thing is I really, really deep down inside want somebody to fix it. Somebody incorporate a little small community. I'll help. Okay? We'll put like a basketball court there, a Starbucks, a baby Publix. We got to do something. Somebody fix it. Now look, I know I just took y'all on a unnecessary rabbit hole, but look, like it, comment, share it. I don't know, but the more you know. Peace.